My name is Sylvia Sinabulia. I am a Member of Parliament for Mitiana District in Uganda. After receiving training, I introduced new maternal care legislation within the national political policy. I also initiated a new legislation in Uganda to get maternal care on Uganda's budget for the first time. Save the Mothers trains advocates to speak out about the many maternal health issues in the developing world. I would like to read you a Ugandan woman's story from Dr. Jean Chamberlain Fraser's award-winning book, Where Have All the Mothers Gone? Most women in developed countries do not know what a fistula is. They are lucky. They will never need to know. A fistula is a devastating injury caused by childbirth. Women who give birth in poor countries where there is no skilled medical help may need a cesarean section, but be unable to get one. Labor continues, the baby dies, and sometimes holes appear in the mother's urinary or digestive tract. As a result, the women cannot have normal body functions, and they become incontinent and smelly. Abandoned by husbands and family, they are social outcasts. Increasingly, however, women are fighting back. Mamitu is one such woman. She delivered a baby at the age of 15. As so often in poor countries, she had only her mother and sister to care for her, and when things went wrong with labor, she simply suffered until she delivered a stillborn baby and subsequently developed a fistula. Fortunately, she had another sister in Addis Ababa who took her to the fistula hospital. Mamitu's fistula was repaired, but she could not go back to her home. Like many fistula patients, she did not have a home to return to. Commonly, the fistula patient's husband deserts her. Mamitu would have to start a new life. Like many previous patients, she remained at the hospital to work and became a nurse's aide. Later, she began to assist in the operating room where she was observed by the late Dr. Reg Hamlin, co-founder and director of the Addis Ababa Fistula Hospital. Noting that Mamitu had exemplary surgical abilities, Dr. Hamlin proceeded to teach her surgery, beginning with the most simple skills and gradually moving to the more complicated ones. In many ways, Mamitu is a trailblazer among women whose needs have been long ignored. For example, she is one of the first fistula patients to own her own home and be self-supporting. She says that she is never frustrated or tired of her fistula patients. For her, it is a joy to work at the hospital. It is an interesting way of expressing her gratitude for the help that she herself has received. In truth, her own condition was very complicated and difficult to repair, and therefore she still suffers from occasional stress and incontinence. But in her new life, it really does not matter that much. Far from being a social outcast, she is a valued member of the team.